Hi, I'm Nic Fanciulli and I love Kecel. Yes, this is the third time in Hungary. The first time I played, it was like early days, so it was like when I was first sort of travelling, and it was in a club down at the Balatones, so yeah, and it was okay, it was good, it was nice. And then the second time was 2 years ago, and that was good too. But I think tonight is probably the first test of playing in Hungary properly. So it's you know, I've walked in and the music's really good, and the crowd are really up for it. So yeah, I've heard a few bits about Kecel because it's like sort of one of the longest running clubs in Hungary, isn't it? And the guests have been, as you can see, the guests have been from the early days, like Mr. C and Leo and Bushwhacker and James and Digweed plays here as well, doesn't he? Yeah. So yeah, the new album, yeah, the new Skylark album, yeah, the new Skylark album was actually, we finished it at the end of last year and released it last year on digital only. You know, it's taken, me and Andy have worked together for 10 years, and it's taken us like 10 years to get an album together, but you know, we're really happy with it, and we wanted to get it out quickly on digital instead of just waiting around for promotion and press. We just thought, let's just get it out. It's a house album for house DJs that, you know, whatever, if they like it, they buy it. And so now that we've had the whole album remixed, we've had I've had Funk Devoid remix it, Joel Mule, David Squillace, who's like a new talent from Italy, along with Massi DL, Uncle have done a mix, Joris Vaughan, Manuel Tur, Steve Mack. There's so many good artists that we've had remixed it, and it's going to come out at the end of April, like full release vinyl and CD. So yeah, I'm really proud of it, and especially the people that we've got to remix it. I haven't actually done, I've done a lot of remixes recently. I've just remixed King Unique's new single, Sugar High. Well, it's actually an old single called Sugar High, but they're re-releasing it. I'm just doing a remix for 2020 Vision, which is Ralph Lawson's label, which is one of my favourites. And I'm working on a new Nic Fanciulli single at the moment as well. So. The thing about the 1+1 project, I think that it was more of an idea that me and James came together and said, let's go on the road and have a lot of fun and tour, and you know, we played together for the last few years, and we were like, let's get together. So we decided to do a record, and that was good fun, and then we did the tour. And I think what it was more of like a natural course. It was over the years before, like, you know, we'd known each other as friends for like 4 years, 5 years, and we'd be in the same clubs and play together. And I think the key point was when we did the Renaissance tour in Australia together, and we played back to back there. We were like, this is good fun. This is a lot of fun. Let's go together on the road and tour it. And it took 2 years to get it together, the project. We both sort of freaked out because we were like, wow, that's a really big compliment, but you know, we didn't actually think that we'd be perceived that way. We just thought, let's do it for a bit of fun, and it was great. You know, we had a lot of fun. We're talking, you know, I just got off the phone then, and we're talking about doing some more stuff, maybe the end of the year or next year, just little bits and pieces. But the whole idea behind the project wasn't to go out and do a big promotional thing. It was about two friends just getting together and having touring and having fun. And the good thing about it, there were some positive things, there was negative things, people liked different things, and it was great. You know, yeah, exactly. You know, and we took it all on board, and we you know, that's why we said 1+1 is only going to be alive for 1 year, and that was it. And then the next project to be called something different. So it was just an idea. So we're having a lot of fun. We've gone back on the road. We're touring separately again, and we're making music again. But you know, we're still going to do parties together. So you know, obviously that was the whole point. You know, we're still going to play together. It was just the whole point of 1+1 last year was to get out our system and go and tour the world for a year. I think for me, and especially James, and in our era, we were probably the last sort of DJs to break through without production first of all, and the production came after. I think DJs now need production behind them. You know, kids look at Beatport. It's a shame that it's gone like that, but it's the way it is. You know, it's not down to the quality of DJ, it's about what music they make. And I think what kids have got to do is, you know, I came from a background of being a resident at a nightclub and doing the warm-up, and that's where I got my success from, you know, warming up for guests, and guests are like, oh, come and play here, come and play there. So, you know, starting your own night's a good one. And but, you know, like I say, making music is a very important part of it, but don't just make it because you have to make it because you want to make it, and just do the DJing as well. So it's, you know, it's so many kids are DJing now. It's so difficult, and you know, and I play in certain clubs around the world, and the warm-up DJs are so good. I've always been a fan of everything being mixed together. You know, I've come up with a background of liking people like Laurent Garnier and Francois K and Lee Burridge, and people that don't follow the trend. They don't go with the fashion. They just play good house music, and I like that. And I've never been like the fashionable DJ. It's always about playing good quality music. And you know, if I want to play a deep house record, I'll play it. If I want to play a techno record, I'll play it. If I want to play sometimes drum and bass, I'll play it. And that's how I am. And I think it's and it's the same. Danny House is another example of a good DJ. You know, that you don't follow a sound. You just take the bits that you like and you create your own sound. And I think that's the best way. But that's how I enjoy playing. You know, I've always been like that. I like playing longer sets and playing lots of different styles. I think my favourite two producers this year at the moment are a guy called Joel Mule, who's Adam Byers' sort of protege. He's like a techno guy, and the other guy is a guy called Massi DL. He's an Italian guy, and he's making some really good sort of tech house, sort of techno stuff. But there's so many people I respect that make music, you know, like Paul Walford, even through to like still like people like Kerry Chandler and Dennis Ferreira, and you know, there's so many. I can't just pigeonhole what I like, but definitely Joel Mule and Massi DL for me at the moment are rocking it. So.